Prabhupada, there's a prayer. Oma Yanam Timirandasya, Yanam Yanam Salakaya, Chakshu Kamyena, Tashma Shri Guruve. I offer my most humble, respectful obeisances to my spiritual master, who has opened my eyes, forced open, literally forced open. Prabhupada took us, and we were the most ignorant, and forced open our eyes with the torchlight of knowledge. Prabhupada was very anxious to always have the upper class of people to take and understand this and listen to this Krishna consciousness, because he knew that they would be able to help to establish this movement and have a strong base. But because of his true compassion, he also saw animals like myself who didn't have any good qualifications, who didn't know anything, and that out of compassion, he was willing to be able to help us, to raise us, to get us out of this ignorance, and literally force us into being somewhat God conscious. It says these are the terms that one who has taken the position of the Lord, the same thing, Saksa, Vena, Prabhupada. These are the terms. One who is serious to understand or to study the science of God, they will learn all these things. So one who is very serious to understand the science of God, for him a guru is required. If anyone also thinks that they can understand God by philosophical speculation, tell them, go ahead. Be my guest. This is another realization I've had. There is no time limit. We are not on the time schedule. God is not. He's anxious for us to come back and see. He's very patient. This material world is going into the process of creation, maintenance, and destruction. It takes, to our estimation, trillions of years. Is it not? Anybody in science knows? It takes trillions and trillions of years for this universe to be created and destroyed. And it's going continuously. Just understand that the real understanding is, by the mercy of the spiritual master, that the real understanding of this material world is no more than a breath. Mahavishnu is lying down in the cosmic ocean, and he is breathing, just like I'm breathing. In that breath, he breathes 3 creations of the universe. In 3 breaths. To him it is a breath. To us it is trillions and trillions of years. So he is in no hurry. But because of his compassion, he sends the spiritual master, and he stays with us in our heart as Paramatma. And then he goes a little further. He creates and allows us to have scripture. The Bible, the Quran, the Torah, the Vedas, all of these are actually words of God meant to be able to lift us up out of this ignorance. But as each one of them, there has to be a person who is involved in this process so that we can have a slight realization through that person. What kind of guru have you got? You are talking nonsense. And some people, they say that don't try to keep a guru as a matter of fashion. At that time, many years ago, when Prabhupada first came, there were many people. There were many people who were, and it was good business. They were taking on a guru. They would accept somebody who came from India, and we could look at them and even tell that they are rascals. As Prabhupada would say, they are rascals. They would have all of these nice beards, long hair, all the saffron clothes, and people would come to them, oh, Swamiji this and Swamiji that, and they're still there. selling some mantra